the people who are echoing that, they should feel good about what happened today. See? Yeah. What they heard today, I think they're feeling good. Not they should feel good. They're feeling good. See? I think the supporters of freedom for the world boss, I think they're feeling pretty good today. See? I think he should stay in prison. So, but we're not there to argue with either side. Because I really, yeah, one way or the other. Based on music, it will be good for, him to continue a musical journey. Yeah. But in terms of the legal part of it and the criminal part of it, I just try to stay objective on the matter. Because trust me, the Gaza fans them can be really, really, aggressive when they're ready. They will come at you with venom, You have to be careful what you say when you talk about the world boss, because the Gaza fans, them loyal. Worse, them see there is a lot of hope now. Them hope high now, so you have to be very careful when you talk about the world boss right now. See? Because trust me. And it's good that them can feel so, Yeah. Now, based on what we learned today, we learned that, well, some people already knew this. But for who did not know about the juror being compromised, yeah, one of the juror in the case was compromised. Now the argument that the defense is making the argument that that juror should have been dismissed. So because that juror was not dismissed or discharged, they're making the case that he compromised the other jurors. Yeah. Now, what was it? This juror actually was convicted and sentenced. He accepted bribes. I think he accepted bribes to go in favor of the defense. Yeah. So that is what basically is the matter that was discussed today. Yeah, deliberated on today. The juror who tried to compromise the case by taking bribes, or somebody bribed him to whatever. See, so he was trying to convince the other jurors to render a no guilty verdict. Yeah, that is that is not making up or anything like that. Yeah, so don't get at me. That is what happened. See, what the argument is and what seems like a good argument is that the judge should have discharged the juror. However, if the judge had discharged the juror, there would have had to be a mistrial and possibly a retrial. In doing some research after what transpired today, there's also, based on UK law, or principles, let's just say principles, the judge could have discharged the juror and continued the case with him being the judge in the case to render the verdict. Yeah, he could have judged the case without the jurors. So he could have kept the case going, yeah, based on what I've researched. He could have kept the case going and he decide the verdict. You see, that was an option that was on the table. So he could have discharged the juror. The case would have gone into a mistrial, which once you discharge the juror, that is the situation, especially at the end of the presentation. They already presented the evidence. They already presented, whatever, the prosecutor and the defense and closing argument. I think they had presented closing argument and all of that stuff already. So they would have to dismiss the case. Yeah? And the prosecutor would have then filed for a retrial. Yeah? Or the judge would have ordered a retrial. See? So that was on the table. Another thing that was on the table, speaking to a few scholars on the matter, was the defense. The defense could have pushed the issue or argued for a mistrial. You see? So I'm not sure if because we have not seen that outside of Isaac Buchanan arguing this point. The defense, yeah, who are the people, the lawyers who represented Vybz Kartel, they could have pushed the envelope, or they could have asked for, yeah, a mistrial. They could have pointed out that this jury would compromise the other jurors. This juror, excuse me, would have compromised, or could compromise the other jurors, so they could not move forward. You see? But I'm not seeing anywhere where they did that. I'm not hearing that argument. See? I'm not hearing that argument. So my concern is, why didn't they ask for, the juror, excuse me, to be discharged? Because once the juror was discharged, there would have been a mistrial. You see? And in a mistrial, a lot of things taken into consideration now in a mistrial. One, the prosecutor may not want to go back through all of that again. You see? So somebody dropped the ball on Vybz Kartel thing, You see? And somebody, in my view, was clever enough to try to compromise the juror. Somebody did their research on this. You see? So the research was done, yeah? And we have to be very careful of this precedent, you see, going forward. But the research was done, and it is now publicized, that this is a way how to bring a case into a mistrial, see? But I'm curious as to why this was not echoed, because remember, this is what Isaac Buchanan, has been saying all this time, that the juror was tampered with, so they should have had a mistrial. But whosoever represented Vybz Kartel in the case, I'm wondering, how did they drop the ball on this? Because, once it's a retrial or a mistrial, to go to a retrial, the prosecutors, some prosecutors just didn't bother retry the accused. You see? Or they put a plea deal on the table. So they say, you know what? Plead to a lesser charge of manslaughter or reckless homicide, and we give you 5 years. Or 10 years, 5 already served, you're going to do 5 more. You see? And it would have been left up to the accused to accept, and the lawyer has leverage now too. The lawyer has leverage now because the lawyer smell blood in the water now. It's a mistrial. You see? And, if you watch these court cases, you realize it's always a losing situation, right? When there is a mistrial. And prosecutors don't want a mistrial. Prosecutors, they do not want any mistrial. So lawyers normally pushed for mistrial. So you have to ask yourself the question, if Vybz Kartel lawyers or representatives, if they were incompetent, based on what we learned today. Based on what we learned today, because a lot of people get up and say, oh, they were after Kartel and they wanted a prison Kartel and, the justice system fighting Kartel and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. We know, we were looking at this, not appealing to emotion. See? We who are looking at the information that is being presented, we have to ask a question now as to why Vybz Kartel, lawyers did not push the envelope, yeah, or stood firm in getting a mistrial, because the juror was compromised. It's not even a little compromise, It's a major compromise. It's not like a little joke compromise, It's not like a little joke tampering, It's major tampering. It was, according to the report today, the judge, everybody was like, it was unbelievable. It's an uppercut to the justice system when they found out that this juror was compromised. You see? It was like a devastating blow. The judge didn't know what to do. The judge actually sent the foreman to go and tell the other members of the juror. The judge couldn't even find himself to go face them and tell them. He went there and he said, remember, you have to follow the protocols. Remember, you took an oath. The judge was like, what am I going to do? Because the uppercut the judge get, The justice system got an uppercut. It was so bad that they had police on standby ready to arrest the juror. Police was on standby ready to arrest the juror. So you have to ask yourself the question, who were these defense attorneys? Then me I forgot study law. You see? This is like defense 101. It is that me I forgot study law. Because there is no way me not ask you a mistrial. By just watching court cases. By just watching court cases and just learning about the justice system. I know it operates. There is no way I'm not asking for a mistrial. Like not just asking, me I use that juror there and sweep the floor. Can me I point out that we cannot measure or know or be sure that this juror is not going to compromise the other jurors. And in truth, if I am on a juror, right? If I'm doing jury duties, and it is revealed that one juror took bribe, right, in favor of the defense. Now I'm going to be saying to myself, why whosoever from the defense, or the accused, why are they trying to bribe the juror? So instantly right there, so me I got things say, yo, I guilty, him guilty, Because them I try pay off a juror, At that time, so me already compromised me now going into the deliberation, yeah, with a mind that is already compromised by what I learned. So that even give the defense more grounds now to argue that. Because this is no question. If them are going to have that in the back of their mind to say, yo, John Star, how them a try to buy out the case? You see? Where Jamaican people will say, oh, if I'm never guilty, how them a try to buy it out? You see what I say? Yeah. Jamaican say, oh, I'm guilty, man. You're guilty, that's why you try to pay the man. And you see what I say? So, I had to, they would have, this wouldn't be in the appeal when Isat brought it up. This would have been the argument that I'm going on television. If the judge denied the appeal, I'm going on television. Right? The mistrial, excuse me. If the judge denied the mistrial, I'm going on television. I'm going on radio. I'm going because I already know that Vybz Kartel has a fan base who are loud. Are who is loud. The people are loud. See? So, I wouldn't take this like, keep the juror on and let it and roll the dice. Listen to me. What was the defense hoping to achieve with proceeding with that Tampa juror? The prosecution, they felt that their argument was strong enough to continue. And of course, the prosecutor, Paula and Llewellyn, now want to retry that case there. The DPP now want to retry this case. This case, listen, she don't want, listen. The prosecution, they believed so much in their evidence and their presentation that they took the chance. Knowing that they already have one person we are going to vote in favor of the defense. Imagine you have 11 people. But you already know, so you have one. And the prosecution still proceed. A lot of people have missed that, Paul and Llewellyn say, roll the dice. Me a gamble. You see? So maybe she was of the mindset of a person who would think like me. That, oh, them jury, them a go said, him a try buy out the case, guilty. Paul and Llewellyn say, yeah man, keep on the jury. Them jury a go deliberate and them a go say, why him a try buy out the case? And here the wickedest part of about it though. Here we know that the defense represent Vybz Kartel in the initial case. Here we know that them not no sense. If me can say that. With respect. With due respect. The judge actually left the juror in the deliberation room. At the deliberating room. He was there with the people them deliberating. Like nothing ever happened. Because the judge knew, one, from him not in the room with them, automatically or technically he's discharged. So the justice knew this, you know, and rolled the dice. You see? The fact that they allowed him to stay, you know, with the other jurors during the deliberation, him rolled the dice. Because he couldn't exclude him. That would have been basically him expelling the juror. You see? Yeah. So where we at? We had millions spent, you know, in my view, from the accused. And the other accused. Millions spent. Years in prison. The artists get all sick and them thing there. Illness, all kind of things. Locked down in a, you know, all manner of things. Because in my opinion, the defense let down the accused. I am not saying whether them guilty, yes or no, you know. And that may I argue, you know, may I argue what was available to the defense. Me not discuss whether the man guilty or who, you know, and that may I discuss. You see? A court hearing is happening, so they will decide that. That I know when me they have to decide. You see? Me I show how the situation could have been different for all the accused. Now, will this hold up? Because of course, we heard the prosecution, we heard the defense, and we heard the prosecution in the Privy Council. You know, with the Privy Council overseeing the matter. Because basically is that them are doing, you know. It's not like a retrial, you know. Them just oversee the matter. You know, it has always been the accused against the queen. But because the queen dead, it's now the accused against the king. It's not even the accused against the man where them said dead, you know. It's basically the accused against the British state. So, these are the people them know, the top of the justice system. You see? So the people who are at the top of our justice system, they are the ones now who are listening to what transpired are now they're going to, you know, they're going to, what do they call this now? Scold, you know, they are going to scold Paul and Llewellyn them now, you know, who basically work for, you know, the British state. Yeah? So, is basically them a check now if the people who are in charge of protecting the British state constitution did their job. And that, you know, that is all this is, you know. This is just to oversee or to decide. The people them will control the people on top of the justice system, right? They are now basically just checking, overseeing, yeah, what transpired. So them now gonna make a decision on did our slaves, excuse me, did our did their jobs appropriately. You see what I say? Did they violate one of the plantation people them? So that is basically what I go on, you know. You know? Yeah. So they will decide in the near future if the plantation Negro got a fair trial. You know, by the handlers. The people when they put in charge away. It's technically that I go on still. In layman terms. You understand what I say? So, will it hold? Will it hold? We have to wait and see, but the best that can come out of it is a mistrial. And so it's not like I hear people saying the boss are going to walk free and all of them things here. No. No, that's not going to happen. The best thing that can come out of it is a mistrial. And it will be up to, I guess, I don't know if it's them decide or if it's the prosecution has to file for it or whatever the situation is. But the best thing that can come out of this is a mistrial. You see? Because it is argued that he did not receive a fair trial. You see? So the only thing they can say now say, yeah, let's have a mistrial and do the thing properly. You see? No, and the mistrial. This can happen. It can be a non-jury mistrial. Retrial, excuse me. Like obviously Justice Sykes the other day in the non-juror trial with the Klansman them. A Klansman that one other. Which are them? The one with the last trial of one. Is it? You see that was that a non-juror trial. Is it? So that can be the case now where Kartel's fate, thanks Imhotep Klansman, Kartel's fate will now be strictly in the hands of either a panel of judges or one judge. Kartel and his accused, and the accused, the other accused, excuse me. Their fate will totally now be in the hands of one person, one judge, or maybe a panel of judges. I don't know if they have a panel situation in Jamaica as yet. I know them have it in the British state because we saw a panel of judges today. Right? So, you know, that will have to be, that could be one factor. Where a judge now will hear the argument. You see? A judge now will you know, be in charge of the retrial. Because why this is possible? And highly likely. Because every juror you select from here on will be compromised. Every person who serve on a juror from here out will be compromised. If the argument stands that yes, the juror compromised the other jurors, then every juror from here on will be compromised. Or the argument can be made that they will be compromised. You follow me? Because everybody hear about it. Is it? So if people go on the, you know, jury duty with a preconceived mind. So how somebody say me wrong? Well, you know, maybe can write in the comment and correct me. But logically speaking, the argument that is presented is one juror compromised the other jurors and because he accepted some form of bribe. So everybody who hear about this bribe and go serve on this this jury, they're gonna be compromised. We are talking about. Them know about it. And that is the thing, you know. The jurors them that served on this juror duty, they heard about it. They knew about it. That is the reason why the defense is arguing that they were compromised. So if you are going to tell me now, say, oh, who you are going to get now when you are going to compromise? Everybody compromised. So I think it's highly likely that this is going to be a trial that is you know, presided over by a judge. You see? Non-juror trial. Yeah? It is going to be a non-juror trial in my logical reasoning. See? However, I go look at the when them solicitors put forward, right? Them scholars here, them lawyers here. These solicitors from the UK, yeah, they put forward this discharge of the jury. Right? Listen to this. Given the complexity of many criminal trials, it is inevitable that from time to time something will go wrong. A witness may give inadmissible evidence, a juror was shown something they ought not to have seen, or a judge or advocate making an inappropriate comment. When mistakes happen, all parties will wish to consider the impact of any error and decide whether an application should be made to discharge the jury. Yeah? This is from the UK, so we're under the UK law. See? So it does say when mistakes happen, all parties will wish to consider the impact of any error and decide whether an application should be made to discharge the jury. Now, if this is the case, that's a matter to say the defense them drop the ball in the initial trial. You see? If a juror is discharged, that's how enough people understand now. This is how whisper the judge took into consideration to continue the case. It's not unprecedented that the judge continued the case because he knew what? Listen, if a juror is discharged, the trial will need to start afresh. So the judge said, me now go back through this, No, sir. I mean, I discharge him. We already hear presentation, we already hear evidence, we already hear this, we already hear. We now discharge. You see? Because it would have been a fresh, we have to start a new case. The judge was like, I want to go me clock yard. The judge said, you want to leave me alone. I want to go me clock yard. See? He just said, no, long with it. Let me just say, allow me. I look at you, that man, they will go take bribe. Listen, you think say you make me short this today? Me want to go me clock yard. If I tell you. He just say, them Jamaican people, they beat me bad. Then Jamaican people come back and kill them, want to kill me off. Yo, me want to go clock yard. Me tired to live and hide. Is it? Remember say you have all witness, the people in a witness protection program, Police tired, judge tired, DPP tired, everybody tired, all cartel and good are tired. And you, the defense attorneys, you no pounce on that. No, you're not idiot. No, me need to go to law school. Me need a law degree. Yeah, man. Me need a law degree. Listen, me think L.A. Lewis should do a better job than the defense and represent Kartel in that first case. In my view. Me think L.A. Lewis 7 would have be a... Because 7 is a man going to court to represent himself and come out, 7 is a man say, me I represent myself and go represent himself, and when you look, you see my road. Me say, wait, 7 now, you don't here. The man say, I want you. Me know me thing Vegas, man. Me know me thing, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, see 7 on road. After me, I say 7, then go with you now. 7 say 7. Me I represent myself. Yeah, man. Remember saying, a lot of things that go against the defense, Them don't have nobody. You see? So there's some a case where based on circumstantial situation, You see? Or circumstantial evidence, So, this should have... Remember, so we not argue if the man them guilty or not, We attack. Based on principles. The prosecution would have fall. In my view. And I've watched a lot of... I watch the biggest drug case them. You see? Me just watch a thing with Griselda. Griselda, the woman from Colombia. You see? The woman, the terrible. According to her, the woman they killed countless people. When they put her to get the death sentence, them found a little. You know what they found? they found that somebody who was testifying against her, being crown witness, right? They found that he was having phone sex with somebody that worked in the FBI office. And they threw out the case. She got 12 years for kill a bag of people, according to the information. See? So, back to the reason. It has a here, right? If a juror is discharged, the trial will need to start afresh, right? This can be a tactical dilemma. You know that? You hear that word there? You know hear the sound? Somebody said them not hear the sound. This can be a tactical dilemma. Right? So that remember me tell you say, somebody did their homework and know so them can tamper with the juror and throw this into a mistrial. Yeah? Or somebody tried to, somebody realized that something can come of it. Yeah? So a tactical dilemma means that somebody deliberately, what? Try compromise the juror. See? The trial may otherwise have been going well for one party, should they therefore right the error, as what the prosecution did. You hear that? This can be a tactical dilemma. The trial may otherwise have been going very well for one party, should they therefore right the error and hope for the best. Similarly, if the trial has not been going well, any chance to discharge the juror might be particularly appealing. So, am I to believe that Vybz Kartel's attorney thought the case was going well? Why they didn't push for the juror to be discharged? Because obviously they thought the case was going well. So in my view, me never think that I go well. Me never think that I go well, people. Me not like to. You have to go kill me for the truth. Me never think it I go well, people. Me never think it I go well. Not when them have a crown witness. Anytime you have a crown witness, it cannot be going well. Me not take no chance. No. Me not have no crown witness by my hand and think the case going well. So it's saying here, right? Based on this piece from the solicitors in the UK, it is saying here, this can be a tactical dilemma. The trial may otherwise have been going very well for one party. Therefore, should they therefore right the error and hope for the best? Similarly, if the trial has not been going well, any chance to discharge a juror might be particularly appealing. You see? Listen to this now. In most cases, the desire will be for a trial to continue, and judges are particularly reluctant to accede to applications to discharge a jury. I never just understand what this just said a while ago. It means that the judge was within the confinement of the principles to continue the case. And by the way, let me say this. Isaac Buchanan, I will pass stripe you get today. Yeah, man, the people them are big you up, man. The people them say right now, yeah. Right, the people them like you, my general. People must present a great argument today. Yeah. The people them say right now, you eat your food today. Them say, yo, the money where you get for your pay, yeah, man, they say you eat a food. They say you deserve the food where you eat today, Mr. Buchanan. Yeah. Yeah, man. Right now, if you win that case, yeah, all 10 million people have to go give you for represent them. Yeah, man. And you know what? Me is a man with critical of Isaac Buchanan at times, you know. Like, when we see him go reiterate the argument when put forward. After him say it, him go back go say it again, say, some lyrics the Kartel they do. I say, yo, you're a madman, brethren. You have a trial come up and you put yourself in the line of fire. See? So luckily them appealed his suspension, and he gets to present his argument so the world can see him. And it is I think it is a thing of second chance or second chances, where we know says a man will get convicted of something illegal, and now we see him actually standing at the highest court. Because this is the top of the top. This is higher than the Supreme Court of the land. See? So for us to see Isaac Buchanan presenting his argument today as a man who did have problems, they to show you, say, yo, anything not dead, not dash away. See? And don't tell nobody say them can't. Don't tell nobody say them can't pick up themselves off of the ground and start afresh. This is very encouraging. Whatever the outcome is going to be, I take away something today from what Isaac Buchanan. I saw him as a very intelligent man today. You understand what I say? And it is something for us to learn. That even your children, them, you know, they might involve in wrong things. Badness, drugs, this, that, smoke weed. Don't write them off. You see? Don't write them off. Because that's what we saw. You know, business, win, lose, or draw. It was a good look today for somebody who, we can say, the man there, convicted more than one time, you know, for illegal activities. And look at him. That's a story. That's a good story. And if him win, it's going to be a bigger story. So I had to divert to that quickly. See? Yeah. So back to the reasoning. In most cases, the desire will be for a trial to continue, and judges are particularly reluctant to accede to applications to discharge a jury. So that happened with this case. The judge has said, "What I'm doing, no see that case you done. You want to do, no see the argument done, make and closing argument and all of these things done already. No application. Me not accept that, blah, 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 blah." You see? However, you can't accept that as the defense. You see? You cannot accept it. But the judge I go try that. So the argument that people are having that corrupted system and the judge, you know, behave in a inappropriate manner and he didn't follow the principles of the law and all of them things here. No. Yeah. He was within the confinement of the principle or the principles to continue the case. Meaning, say, he could make that decision. You understand? He was within the law. He never really say, yo, he might do something corrupted to continue the case. So this corruption argument I fling about too much. There are other areas of the justice system that is corrupted. Like the man, they might use the phone, Kartel phone and them something there at the station. Them think they're corruption. You understand me I say? But corruption comes from not just prosecution or the prosecution side. Corruption comes from defense side in our society too. Because remember, say you have criminals that try kill witness. That's a corruption too, you know. We always point out just the corruption where come from the justice system. But remember, say we have a corruption where come from people where commit crime. So it's basically corruption versus corruption is a chess game I play, you know. And who can come out on top of this chess game, you know. You understand? Because remember, say we have criminals, we have dash with weakness. You see? Remember, say we have police, we have work with criminals. I wonder if you get me. So let's not just point out one side of the corruption. Because we have people here who are murdering people, killing people, carrying out hits on people. And they know they can get away with it because all they have to do is find a witness and kill the witness. And the witness protection program, the witness protection program in Jamaica is horrible. The witness protection program is the worst thing could have happened to the justice system. I know a lady who called me all the time, they raped her daughter. And she has been in the the protection program, the witness protection program, since her daughter was like 11, till her daughter turned big woman and leave her in the justice, in the protection program. It's a horrible situation. So let's not pretend as if we only have one side of the kind corrupted. We have a corrupted society. Just know that. So don't come point no finger just pan no judge, I just pan no police, I just pan every corner of the society corrupted. You can see a man commit a crime and say we don't want that in a Jamaica. You're informer. Even the people them where you see on the internet a comment and all them things there. Them a say you're informer, you're dead. Them are part of the corruption too. No one if you understand that. You would think say if a man talk when him say a man a commit crime, we have destroy your society or destroy the fabric of your society. You think if a man talk him for dead, you are part of the corruption too. You can't point no finger upon no judge, no police, no this, no that, no prosecutor. You are a part of the corruption. You see? So in this case, you may deem this to be a corruptible offense, right? Or act. However, the judge was in the confinement of the principle, or principles, where he allowed the trial to continue, knowing that if he had this. So when you see the judges asking the prosecution today, right? Why didn't the judge discharge the compromised juror? The prosecution is between a rock and a hard place. Because if the prosecution said, well, if he had discharged them, there would have to be a mistrial. Now the judges them at the highest court are going to say, so why not a mistrial? Isn't that a part of the system? For a person to get a fair trial, hence a mistrial? So them have to dodge bullet today. Hey, the prosecution today, the little old man, me see all the man, one time me see two strand of hair drop out of the man head, me see all he has to get ball, me see over here to get ball, me see man head tap a sweat. You see? Me say, I dodge him a dodge bullet. One time he make a good argument and Paul and Louis come there, she catch a little forward and go so, bye. You see, me say, I lick two shot. And then they comes a boom and cham him back. The man said, trying to dodge big bullet today because he cannot allow the judge them to make the argument or he cannot make the argument that yes, he should have discharged the juror, because he knew once him said that, the judge will just say, so was there a mistrial? Because that are the letter of the law. So the judge couldn't discharge him without a mistrial. You see? So I want to speak and get through a little more, you say. Right? Because you know, so we love deal with evidence and we love reason from a logical point, right? A point of view. See? He said, where the defense fails in having a juror discharged, listen to this now, right? Where the defense fails in having a juror discharged and the conviction follows, one's mind will then focus on whether the refusal to discharge might make a good appeal point. Only you just read a while ago. However, this has to be a failed attempt. The only argument that the attorney we hear arguing this point, you know, is Isaac Buchanan in the appeal in Jamaica, and he took the argument to the Privy Council. So they must say, excuse me, where the defense fails in having a juror discharge and a conviction follows, one's mind will then focus on whether the refusal to discharge might make a good appeal point. See? Listen this now. Regrettably, this point seldom meets with any success. The Court of Appeal takes the following approach. Listen. It is a matter for the discretion of the trial judge to determine whether to accede to an application to discharge a juror. If the trial judge declines to discharge the juror and continues with the trial, a person convicted may seek to argue that the conviction is unsafe because of the refusal to discharge a juror. The only basis upon which an appeal against a conviction can be allowed is if the conviction is unsafe. You see? See Section 2 of the Criminal Appeal Act 1968. In general, it is likely to be very difficult to establish that the refusal to discharge a juror rendered a conviction unsafe. That is where we're at.